Alright, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you have a good morning, afternoon, evening. Before I get into this video, you already know, hit that subscribe button. Trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully I can do that. But yeah, with your support and hitting that subscribe button, we can make that possible. So this video, right? A lot of people are saying they're skipping Festival Zeldris, which is fair. Which is absolutely fair. But this is the last time I'm going to make a video on it. Festival Zeldris is, probably, I want to say, the worst festival unit. The reason for that being is because he is mainly just support. He really has no DPS power, although he does have some damage capability. He doesn't have like super DPS power, right? Now, here's the thing about that though. He's a very good support character. So with that said, right, this banner, 4% banner by the way, 0.25%. If you didn't watch my stream, I got very lucky on this banner in terms of summoning because I went 3 rotations, but in the 2 rotations that I did, right, before the last one, I managed to 6 out of 6 Chandler and 5 out of 6 Zeldris. That is very good. When looking at banners like this, typically when they're rated up by 2.5%, takes about 3, maybe 4 rotations to 6 out of 6 both of these units. The 6 out of 6 3 units is going to take a lot more, probably like 5. Again, it is all luck and RNG, but at the same time, typically around those numbers to 6 out of 6 units, that's what you're looking at. So about 2,700 stones. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I just got lucky. I really got lucky. So this banner, not much value. So I was saying on my stream and a couple of videos, this banner doesn't really provide much value in terms of free-to-play players. So if you're free-to-play, you're looking at this banner, you're like, huh, I pretty much have these units. Maybe not 6 out of 6, but I pretty much have all these units already. Like, is it worth going like balls deep into the banner? Honestly, no. Like, it really isn't worth going all that deep into the banner because you got Nanashi here, who's not really like the craziest. He's decent, but he's not that great, right? He is decent. Then you got Liz, who literally can only be ran in death matches for her passive to activate. Outside of like Grey Demon or Belmos, she's not that good. She's not good at all, right? But for Belmos, she actually is very essential in certain team setups. So that's where she does have some, usability, I guess you could say, viability, whatever you want to call it, right? She's useful in there. Green Arthur, now he is very good, but I don't know if he's really, oh my god, I have to get King Arthur, Green Arthur, I have to summon on this banner. Like, no. All of these units, by the way, are accessible through tickets, except the last few units, right? The last 7 units, which are the coin shop sins. They are not worth going balls deep on this banner either, in my personal opinion. Now, Gother is still very strong, very powerful. The rest of them, King being like the second most like usable, he's not really meta either. So I don't know. You look at this banner, you're like, okay, there's really not that much value, and you'd be right, because these commandments, like, let's be real, they're not all that anymore. Droll, he's still decent. My boy Blue Zeldris, I don't know, man. He aged. Like, when I talk about Zeldris, he aged poorly. Like, it's insane. Fraudin sucks ass. Dediete, she's good for PvE. She is actually still very good for PvE. Guild boss, final boss, Demon Halix, Crimson Demon Hell. She's good just for multiple PvE events. So she's good. I will give her that. She's still very good. But she can be obtained through part 2 tickets, right? Red Esterosa, kind of ass. Red Escanor. Oh, I forgot about Red Escanor, right? I don't know why he's up here, but he's not down here, right? So Red Escanor, right? He's very good. It's just he's not good at the same time. Okay, he's decent, right? For Hell, Darius replaced him. You can't really run him in PvP like that anymore because the one Escanor will like just cream pie him. Like, he literally will make him like just submit. But even then, if you have the one Escanor, I don't see why the hell he would run red Escanor. You know what I'm saying? So he's good and he's not good. I would put him in a decent range. I'm not gonna call him absolute shit, but you know, he's not really used much. Green Gloxinia, kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, kind of bad. Yeah, just not much use for him at all in the game. Like, he just was dead on release. Like, he literally was DOA, dead on arrival. So, not much use for him. Red Monspeed, kind of bad too. Like, there's really not much saving him either. Blue Melascula, she aight. Blue Gallon, he can still be useful, but again, he's aight, right? So the majority of this banner, when looking at it, is just like units that are on this banner. Just again, not much value for free-to-play units, because again, we do get tickets pretty often. So again, most of those were in part 2 tickets anyway, but we do get tickets pretty like often. So your chances of getting those units on this banner are pretty damn high. I'm not gonna lie. And it's like, do you really want to summon on a festival banner that has all of these units that you can obtain through tickets? And some of these units were on previous banners, so you might have a decent amount of those units already like halfway duped or 6 out of 6. So looking at it, it's like Now the thing about it is Chandler though. My boy Chandler is just different. I don't know what else to say. My boy Chandler, he's literally built different, right? So the fact that he is on this banner does give it a little bit more spice, right? It gives it a little bit more spice. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, do you really want to chase one unit and potentially get like a 6 out of 6 Liz? You know what I mean? Like a 4 out of 6 Zeldris, a 5 out of 6 Frauderin. Like, just looking at it, it's like, do you really want to chase Chandler at the same expense getting some of these units that are just absolute fodder 6 out of 6? Like, you got to ask yourself that, right? But overall, it's a good banner, right? It's a good / decent banner. I can't give it any more like than that though, right? It's just good / decent. For new players, it's very good, right? If you're like, let's say you just started playing the game when this banner dropped, it's very good. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very good, because these units still have, like, some of them have use. Like Derriere, for example, has use. Red Gother, Blue King at the start of the game, right? Chandler, if you pull him, Droll can be good. Lodocio, I didn't even talk about Lodocio. Lodocio is a wailing character, so if you get him and he's like 1 out of 6, forget about it. Just literally forget about it. But I mean, again, not much value. It is how, like, it is what it is. I don't know what else to say, right? It is what it is. Now, again, like I said, I got very, very lucky, and I went 3 rotations, you know, some tickets, so about 2,700 gems on this banner spent. In my personal opinion, I love Zeldris, so I think it was worth it for me. If you don't have a built-up demon team like I do, it's not worth it at all. For like, just to give you guys you know, a little if you didn't see already what my demon team is looking like, no, this is my demon team on ungeared. Keep in mind, Estarossa is not even level 90. He's not level 90, and I have none of Estarossa's like outfits upgraded. So yeah, like, my demon team is very powerful. It's just very powerful because I like teams like this. I like teams where you have to be creative, come up with, you know, different comps, but you can only run specific units. I like that, right? It's better than having 4 freaking busted OP characters on a team, right? It's just, you got to think about it. But yeah, so if you have a built up, you know, demon team, it's worth it. But if you don't, it's like, nah, son, like, nah. And you gotta be smart about how you play Zeldris too, right? Because Zeldris has a very freaking high CC. 60k CC, yeah, he has very high CC. He has the highest attack stat in the game, by the way. Keep that in mind. So even though he doesn't have damage like DPS, he's still gonna hit hard. He's gonna hit pretty damn, like, decently / hard, depending on, you know, what comp you run him with. Because you don't have to run him with demons. His passive is not restricted to demons, and it can be ran in all types of content, by the way. His passive is not restricted. Plus, you can have him on the sub slot. So, like, yeah. In terms of 4-slot units, he might actually end up being one of the best in terms of debuff teams. Because he's built different, right? Because he's support. Again, he's support. That's just his main gimmick. He's support. But again, if you don't have him, you know, fully invested in, if you don't have a fully invested demon team, skip the banner. Free to plays, I think you should skip the banner regardless, unless you really like the demon team like me and you want to have high CC, then by all means summon. But if you're free to play, skip the banner. That's it. But that's the final time I'm gonna talk about it. Again, you guys already know he's, you know, the worst festival unit, but he's still a festival unit, so he's still high tier in, you know, the tier list. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and as you guys already know, I will see you all next time.